Hi, my name's Karl. I'm the skipper of the Isabella M. You've probably already seen me on a few videos. This video is to do with probably how I started in fishing, which was when I was a kid. I was lucky enough to go with my granddad and my uncle over the summers. Sick as a dock every day, but it still didn't stop me doing it. I used to help out in the summer. And then it come to leaving school, I actually didn't even go into fishing. I actually went to agricultural college. And I did that for a short spell, but it just wasn't for me. It didn't gel right with me. So then I ended up going to sea full time with my uncle. And I did 3 or 4 years with my uncle. And then I went and worked on some of the bigger boats in Brid. Did a bit of scalloping, prawning. And a couple of boats in Brid I did. Went back with my uncle for a short spell, and then decided it was time that I wanted to do it for my own, so I wanted to do it for myself. Fortunately, I managed to buy me, we'd bought a house when we were younger and house prices sort of went up, and it allowed me to pull equity out of it and to buy my first boat. So that was a Sophie Dawn. You'll probably see it in Brid. It's back in Brid now. So I had that and just went from there. Grafted that for, I think it was maybe 3 or 4 years, 5 years tops. Decided to upgrade again, so I bought the Atlanta 2, which again, actually that's still in Brid, owned by somebody else. And I worked that for another 5, 6, maybe 7 years. Putting all the hours in as possible, and then I managed to work my way up to the Isabella M that I have now, which is a state-of-the-art catamaran. It's purposely built for the job, and I was fortunate it was a brand new build, so I got my input into it, which was always one of my ambitions was always to own a new boat. So that pulls us up to now, and we've actually now had that boat for 5 years, believe it or not, which has flown by. So that's how I actually got into fishing, which anybody who's got enough ambition in our job, I would say it's maybe a touch harder nowadays because prices and one thing and another of equipment and that, but it's still possible. It's still more than possible. There's still a few lads doing it now. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed where I've come from and how far I've got on my own. This time of year, it's a seasonal job. Is our job. It always has been. You get very good days, you get very good bad days. So once we start hitting into now what we're in a lobster season is getting up in the morning. You're always excited for the day, what you're going to get, and it is a buzz. But it's hard to explain what it is. It's just a fisherman thing. It's sometimes you've worked all winter and you've only scraped by, and then you start coming to the peak season and then you're having some big weeks, and it makes those days when you weren't doing very well easier to take. You understand why you had to do them other days just to keep a bit of money coming in, and then you're getting a reward in the summer, which again, you have to look after your money, because if you look after it, then the weeks in the winter aren't that bad because you've got the savings to rely on, which will pay you the bills that you have and one thing or another. I will keep coming back to the same thing and saying this job isn't for everyone, which it isn't for everybody. It's a hard job. People in the fishing, when they've grew up with it, they don't see it as hard. But anybody who's never ever done fishing before and you're thinking of coming into it, it'll be one of the hardest jobs you've ever done in your life. But that's only for a few weeks, and once your body gets used to having to do what you want, it's very manual. You slowly start dropping into it, and it does become easier, it does get easier. But the 3 or 4 weeks up to then, it's probably going to be the worst job in the world to you. Which I know this doesn't sound very good, but it's the truth. It's what it is. So we're still carrying on with this campaign because we still want people to be aware that there is actually jobs in our industry. It ain't just bread all along the coast. I mean, I know some people are watching this video and they're on the other side of the country, because I've had feedback from other people. So you don't necessarily have to be from the Bridleton area. You could be the other side of the country, and just look for your local providers who are doing the training. Now we're getting to the right side of what's going on with COVID. A lot more courses are being run. They were running courses very slowly, and they couldn't get many on it, so there was sort of funding was struggling. I know in our local area, East Coast Maritime Training, they've got quite a lot going on now. Now they're opening back up again. You can still use HOTA for courses, and there's Whitby School. I ain't sure of any, if you're not from our area, other parts of the country, I'm not sure who runs them, but a quick Google, you'll definitely find out who runs courses. But yeah, if you think this job is definitely something you want to do, something you want to try, just do your courses and come and give it a go. But it is a hard job. It's a very hard physical job. Even to your school leavers, don't just think it's just a job. You could actually make a career of it if you really wanted to. And money-wise, locally, it wants you fully a full share, which is you understand the job inside out, basically. There's no reason why you can't make a career of it. It's how we all started. You only have to ask a few of the lads down there, and it's how all them lot started.